It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a neighborly day in the city world. A neighborly day for beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please, won't you be my neighbor? Hello everyone, this is Terry, TV More Than Just Orchids, and this is going to be a very quick unboxing. This is from KRULL, and this is the dream boat plant that I felt in my heart was a great deal at whatever price. And I shared that on a video, KRULL, and let's get to it. This is Phalaenopsis gigantea, folks. Phalaenopsis gigantea, species from Borneo that I have had in my collection before. I had a gigantic one for several years that had 3 spikes on it that was ever blooming before I had to unmount it and attempt to put it on another mount. And then during all of that acclimation, I had it outside and it got too much water in the crown and it was just a disaster from that point on. So, and that was the first one, and the other ones that I had were killed because of environmental reasons, the temperature, but it's still my fault. So I pretty much have a good hand on the culture, I feel, as this plant has a reputation for being difficult and very slow growing, and it requires a large size in order for it to bloom as far as the leaves are concerned. Maybe a foot. That would be about the time when it would start to put out inflorescence. So, otherwise they like warm conditions. They can take more sun than peasant phals or just, any other Phalaenopsis. They can take more sun, and they still like the humidity, and they do want more water, in fact. But good drainage. So mounting them or having the crown of the plant tilted downwards so that the water, when it rains or if you water it, it doesn't get into the crown. The water just sort of washes over the crown and down the leaves. And this was actually a gift for bad behavior. I'll just put it like that. So I didn't buy it. Now, I know, speaking of price, that you all are also Phalaenopsis peasant, first time orchid. You know what I'm saying? You got the gateway drug into, orchid delirium. So, be that as it may, you are well familiar with Phalaenopsis. So that's where we start at, and you are well familiar with the fact that Phalaenopsis gigantea is the largest Phalaenopsis in nature, with the leaves that have been described as elephant-esque. So, and you are aware, just like Dimorphorcus lowii, and there are many others, Paphiopedilum rothschildianum, they're automatically going to be expensive because they are slow growing, and the closer to bloom size that you purchase, the more success that you will actually see a bloom with these plants. So, if you don't want to wait until you're in heaven looking down, or below burning up looking up, 100 years from now, seriously. Anyway, and plus, since we all do research, we all know that there are examples out there on the net that we have researched, examples of near blooming size to bloom-sized plants. I mean, no one will ever forget the Orchid Limited Phalaenopsis giganteas that they used to have that were over $1,000. And they looked like Dumbo. Anyway, that we all could not afford, but they don't have those anymore. And I'm just going to show you some examples of a few more. So $100 is the standard. So that's the fact, Jack. Read it and weep. Nicely wrapped. Okay, and I have it upside down. Okay. So you see the leaves. Here's my arm. And then be careful with... Oh! I heard something break. And if that was a spike, which that would surprise me, but it doesn't. So that was good. I think. Anyway, it's too late to worry about it now. But you can see the size of the plant. You can see how it's draping down. Beautiful leaves. So this is how I was saying it should be hung, or, yeah, hung. Either mounted or in a basket. So, nice. And the inflorescence come from the leaf axils underneath. So, I will most likely get this out of the media sometime soon and pot it up in some sort of a Phalaenopsis mix with probably some sphagnum moss. So stay tuned for that, folks, and eat your heart out, Denise. Sorry, I'm just kidding. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and enjoy your orchids. Bye.